back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Down to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Tuesday evening from Castleton. This is Region 1 boys basketball tonight as the Maple River Raiders and the Central Cass Squirrels tangle with one another here from Central Cass High. I'm Chase Miller alongside Jake Watroba, and thank you very much for tuning in to high school athletics here where it's the Region 1 opener for Central Cass. It's been a week and a half since they last played in their season opener, a defeat of Mayport CG. We have that one for you right here on your live event, 78-47 back on December the 10th. Well, for the Maple River Raiders, this is both their season and region opener. After tonight, they'll have some time off to enjoy the holidays before the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament gets underway in Valley City on January the 3rd. The Raiders under the guidance of head coach Jay Koka, while for the Central Cass Squirrels under the guidance of head coach Matt Norman. We'll speak with both of those coming up on our pregame show before the starting lineups and the opening tip. Region 1 standings entering play tonight, while yesterday in Lisbon, the Broncos upended the Enderlin Eagles, so Lisbon 1-0. Enderlin 0-1. Everybody else is 0-0. Other games tonight in Region 1 play. Enderlin at Sargent County on your live event with Nick Furch. Fargo Oak Grove at Hankinson this evening. Richland at Kindred. And you have Tri-State at Northern Cass with Joel Morgan as well here on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to our Coach's Corner. First up, Jay Koka for Maple River. And then we'll hear from Matt Norman all before the opening tip and the starting lineups here tonight from Castleton in Region 1 boys basketball. It's the Squirrels and the Raiders on yourliveevent.com.
New on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow. Make your deal before year end on this new 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk with Chuck O'Neill. New trades and used equipment include Massey Ferguson draper headers, 35-foot and 40-foot draper headers, 2020 Amity model 3700 topper, one owner machine. Local trade has row finders. Call for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
You now on our pregame show. Joining us now as part of our Coach's Corner is Maple River boys basketball. That's head coach Jay Koka as they square off with the Central Cass Squirrels tonight here in Castleton. And Jay, I've been asking all the coaches this week, cabin fever, rhythm, practices, games for you guys. It's both the season and the Region 1 opener. So from a coach's point of view, how much have you had to battle Mother Nature? And do you feel like your team's at least in rhythm, or is it, hey, it kind of feels like, you know, practice day one all over again in some capacity?
Well, definitely Mother Nature threw us all for a loop here this following week. But, you know, really, we were getting into a great rhythm because this was supposed to be our opener on the 20th. And obviously we had our scrimmage to start the year, and we were becoming, you know, before last week, guys were getting in game shape. We were starting to get a rhythm with our our lineup and our rotation, and then obviously we get it thrown at us where we don't have numerous days of practice. But our guys continue to work hard, continue to have great attitudes, continue to push each other. And I think that's one thing this year that we have is a group that really has that team camaraderie, buying into what we're doing, really get along together, and we have great leadership from the top in our seniors.
And let's talk about those seniors, Jay. Your son, Caleb Coca, Wyatt Silling, and Clay Hovelson, those two had really nice football seasons as well for the Raiders getting to the postseason. What do you hope to see from those three, though, here, Jay, as a unit going from game number 1 to when we finally get into late February and early March?
Chase, I've said it from the beginning, and, from everybody that I've talked to, is these three have great leadership, that they really work well together, and they all have different qualities in being a leader, with that being more vocal on the court. But those three get along tremendously well, communicate well with each other, and communicate well with our team. And obviously that's going to be important for us moving forward. And there's no doubt about it. Tonight we have a tall task, opening the season on the road, home opener at number 2 in the state. It's their job, those three, to keep us together. If things are going well, or if things aren't going well, we need those three to keep us together as a unit throughout the season, through the good times, through the bad times, and really let that flow, because we feel that we have a great group of guys in this gym this year that are only going to improve, that get along well, that are gelling together. And I think we're going to see, as the year goes on, you will see a group that's going to be unselfish, that really works hard and feed off of each other. And those three are the catalyst in that. And obviously we look at putting Carter Bosch in that mix too, as a point guard, coming in only as a sophomore, but being a 2-year starter prior to this. So really we're looking at a group of guys that have had time on the court together. And we believe we have great leadership. So that needs to start, which it has in practice. It needs to start tonight in game situations as well.
And you mentioned your opponent here in Central Cass. The only difference between them and you at this point of this season, Jay, they got a game in. Might feel like a year ago to head coach Matt Norman, but they got to play Mayport CG, about a week and a half ago. And then, like you, had to deal with Mother Nature here. But when you take a look at the roster coming back, there's some varsity experience returning with Coverbig, with Holzer and company. What's going to be a challenge from your point of view here tonight, Jay, going up against the Squirrels?
Well, obviously, they bring most everybody back from last year. And you could see their improvement as the year went on last year, and the way they gelled as a team and worked together as a team. And they're very athletic. They have guys who can shoot the basketball, who can drive the basketball, and Holzer, who can play inside out. That poses a threat to almost anybody I think they play. So we've got to be able to defend. We've got to communicate tonight. We have to talk, but on the offensive end, we need to take care of the basketball, and we need to play loose and play our game offensively and do the things that we want to do. And you're going to see some different things that we do this year, just because we've had some guys that have put in the time, guys that have gotten stronger, guys that have gotten quicker, a group that's played together a little bit more, and we're going to play a little more loose. And hopefully, for us, scoring the basketball early is going to be key, and maybe getting some stops and giving us some momentum and some stuff moving forward on the road tonight in a Region 1 matchup against number 2 in state.
Last thing for you here, Jay. I always like to ask coaches this on the first game of the season. Win, lose, or draw, so to speak, on the first game, ultimately for 32 minutes of basketball. You kind of mentioned and hit on some things already, but from a coach's point of view, what's 1 or 2 things on your checklist, no matter what, when you're heading back home tonight, that you kind of can say, okay, we can build off of this? What are those 1 or 2 things that you want to see from your team here tonight in Castleton?
Well, we talk about this, and it's part of our philosophy, is about doing the little things. And I guess you can pick numerous little things that we need to do, but we do those little things to start the practice every day, from, making a hit in a box out drill to closing out, forcing to where we want to force, having active hands, communicating, having that weak side help defensively, making sure we're catching the ball, ripping it through, setting screens, cutting off of screens. Those things are going to be vital for us, especially against a good quality basketball team that we're playing tonight. And the little things, we talk about it a lot, and we drill it a lot, but you know how that is in the first game situation. Guys are going to be excited. They're going to be jacked up to play. But we got to remember that. We got to go back to our roots and remember that those little things are going to get us where we want to go in the big picture and the scheme of things. So we've really harped on that to start the year with the practices we have, and then obviously we had the break with the weather, but and went back to it again on Sunday and Monday. But those little things are going to be important. We'll continue to talk to the guys about that during timeouts, during quarter breaks, during halftime, and throughout the night. Just about doing the things we can do, control the things we can control. And build upon it and see what we need to work on after tonight and the things that go well. How can we build upon that moving forward in the season? There's no doubt about it. We have a tough beginning of the schedule here. And that's partially, to me, I mean, we want to have a tough schedule. Obviously we want to have some non-region games in there next year, which we will have to put in, but we want to play tough opponents. Region 1 is a tough region, so we want to be prepared in that aspect. It just so happens tonight we're going up against the region opponent game 1. So you know what? We have to play them at some time. Tonight's the night, and our guys are ready. They're ready to get out there and battle somebody other than themselves, and to see where we're at and to get after it. So I'm excited. They're excited, and it'll be a fun opportunity for us tonight, and hopefully we can do some things well and give ourselves an opportunity.
Jay, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here against Central Cass here this evening.
Awesome. Thanks, Chase.
That again, Jay Koka with us here on our pregame show. We'll continue on our Coach's Corner after this from Castleton.
As an American Family agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family agent.
American Family Insurance.
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Continue on our pregame show. Join us now in our Coach's Corner, Central Cass boys basketball head coach. That is Matt Norman, as they welcome in the Maple River Raiders for the Region 1 opener for both the Raiders and the Squirrels. And Matt, first things first, Mother Nature 10, everybody else negative 10, it kind of feels like right now. Since you were able to play what probably feels like a year ago, over 7-10 days ago on a Saturday afternoon against Mayport CG, how many practices have you had? I know you had a game postponed. Just what has the weather been like from a coach's point of view?
It's been tough. We're not the only team that's going through it, so it's kind of across the state. We had a good practice on Monday, and then we ended up with what seems like 100 snow days. But and so we got a Zoom practice in, which was good. Kind of went through a scout. And then we also had this weekend we had them up in the gym. So I would say maybe we had two decent practices over the course of a week and some change. So we're just ready to get in the gym and play some ball. It's going to be a good test for us, though. It's a region game. It's their first game, I believe, and so they'll be chomping at the bit too. So we're just excited to play.
Yeah, I think cabin fever is very the word to say, whether it's coaches, whether it's officials, fans, and everyone in between here, Matt. You mentioned Maple River, very first game for them as well. What do you just expect, or what have you seen from a Coach Koka team that you're going to be expecting here in this one here in Castleton?
He's going to have them ready to play. Koka always does a nice job of making sure his kids are willing to guard, kind of try to dictate the tempo of the game, both with his approach offensively and defensively. Does a nice job getting his kids looks in a mismatch or in a kind of create an advantage situation. His son hit a number of big threes against us last year. Just doing a nice job of putting kids in spots to make plays.
And then you have game number 2 here, and typically we hear, game 1 to game 2, but because there was so much turmoil in terms of practices, and this should be game 3, not game 2, so to speak, on the original schedule. What do you hope to see from your kids after having that kind of bouncing back and forth of where are we going to have classes, where are we going to have practices? What do you expect to see in game 2 of the season from your team here, Matt?
I just want to see growth from game 1. I know that it's been kind of a unorthodox schedule. But that's nobody's fault. We're kind of a veteran squad though, so we need to see growth from game 1. We went through and we broke down our Mayport CG game. We did some good things, but there are a lot of things that we needed to clean up. And so we've been able to kind of focus on that over the last couple of weeks, as disjointed as it might have been. So I'm excited to see us back on the floor. We need to see some growth from last game, just cleaning some things up, being a little bit more efficient. And so that's what I hope we see. But Mother Nature 10, us none. So as you mentioned, so who knows?
And then I always like to ask some coaches about a couple of players, and there's a number of guys we could talk with you about, Matt, on this year's Squirrels team. But on this particular night, let's talk about 2 of them. And Cole Holzer, just a lefty, a guy that's got some length, both from an offense and defensive point of view, can be a disruptor at the rim as much as being a shot blocker as well on the perimeter. What do you like to see from Cole, and what do you expect to continue to see from Cole throughout this season?
Well, we want to see Cole continue to grow. He's an absolute gym rat. And we started to rely on him pretty heavily early in the season last year. And that hasn't changed. He scores the ball pretty naturally. He is a lefty, which helps. But to his credit, he's a student of the game. He's working on getting better every single day. So his finishes are not just left hand, left side. He's expanding his game. He's a good shooter as well. And so ideally he's a tough guard every night out. And so we're pretty happy to have him on our squad. And his length is huge for us. We're not a super long team. And so we need him to kind of be our basket protector. We need him to rebound the ball, clear the glass. And so he's had a good start to the year, and finished with 14 points against Mayport. I would like to see him, just like everybody else, take that next step into game 2.
And your final thing here for another player, in Eli Boer, I know he was able to hit a couple threes, hit one from the parking lot from the left wing, and just, caught and shoot it like, hey, you're not going to guard me from 22 feet. I'll gladly take it. But what does Eli, on top of that shooting, bring to this year's team, Matt?
Yeah, Eli's got some range naturally, which is great. His shot form doesn't change a ton as he steps further and further out. So you're right, that 1-3, I felt like he was standing next to me. So that was awesome. And right now we've seen Eli really step up, kind of diversifying his game a little bit. Last year he played a lot for us, but he did it mainly as a shooter. In the last little while at practice, he's done a really good job of kind of attacking off the dribble, kind of making sure that people have to account for him, other than just standing next to him. And so he's done that. He's also been working harder defensively too. And so he's kind of just rounding out his game. So we're excited to see where that trend continues.
Hey, Matt, thanks so much for your time. Hopefully the snow stays outside. Hopefully it stays away for a couple of weeks so you can get into rhythm as well. And best of luck here against the Raiders.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
That again, Matt Norman, head coach for the Central Cass Squirrels, will continue on our pregame show after this from Castleton. Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation. Well, inching closer here on our Bank North scoreboard for the contest between the Maple River Raiders and the Central Cass Squirrels here tonight in Region 1 boys basketball. Last season, Maple River went 4-15 in their first year of a co-op in boys hoops with the Maple Valley Hope Page School Districts. We're on the opposite side for the Central Cass Squirrels, 19-4 in Central Cass. The last 4 seasons, including their win in the season opener, 68 wins to 16 losses for Central Cass. They're awfully good, and they're the number 2 team in the latest media poll in the state of North Dakota. Other games going on tonight. You have the Squirrels going up against Thompson in Thompson for girls basketball as well. Go to yourliveevent.com. That's yourliveevent.com, as we got a plethora of games for you here on this Tuesday night. And then subscribe on our YouTube page by simply searching your live event as well. The Maple River Raiders season and region opener. Well, it's the region opener for the Central Cass Squirrels with a win over Mayport CG back on December the 10th. When we come back, starting lineups and the opening tip from Castleton. It's Region 1 boys basketball, the Squirrels and the Raiders. The starting lineups are next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Macville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Thank you for tuning in here on this Tuesday night. Again, Chase and Jake with you on this one. The Maple River Raiders clad in their dark blue uniforms, head coached by Jay Koka here in their season opener. They'll go like this. Caleb Koka, the son of head coach Jay, a 6'1 senior guard. Wyatt Silling, the 6'2 a senior, Silling at 6'2. Clay Hovelson, a really talented football player, a 6' senior guard and forward here for Hovelson. Carter Bosch, a 5'7 sophomore guard. And from there, T. Silling, the brother of Wyatt the younger, T, a 6'3 sophomore guard and forward. So Koka, Wyatt, and T. Silling, Hovelson, and Bosch. It's the season opener here for the Raiders. We go from there now to the Central Cass Squirrels, as Central Cass, under the guidance of Matt Norman, 1-0 on the season. They'll roll like this. A 6'1 junior guard, Carter Vakota, with 12 points in their opening win over Mayport CG back on December the 10th here for a Central Cass in their 78-47 win over the Mayport CG Patriots. Again, Carter Vakota, a 6'1 junior guard. Sam Covervig, a 6'2 senior guard, did a little bit of everything, but a game-high 21 points back on that Saturday afternoon. Covervig again at 6'2". From there, you have Mason Bussey, a 6' senior guard, 8 points so far on the season in their win over the Patriots. You also have from there Cole Holzer, 14 points, a 6'7 junior forward, 2 for 4 from the free throw line so far this year for Holzer. Again, a 6'7 junior, and Eli Boer, a 6'2 junior with 8 points and 2 made threes on the year here for the Central Cass Squirrels. So Central Cass again with Verkota, Covervig, Bussey, Holzer, and Eli Boer here on this contest. The Maple River Raiders and the Central Cass Squirrels here on this frigid Tuesday night. 4 8-minute quarters, a 35-second shot clock on our Bank North scoreboard. Bank North offers the traditional advanced products and services that keep you grounded and ahead of today's curve in today's fast-paced world. From farm and ranching, business, and consumer banking and lending, you'll always be headed in the right direction with Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com or check out one of their little branches in Buffalo and alongside in Castleton coming up throughout the week. Opening tip is up at 7:34 on a Tuesday night, and this one is won by the Central Cass Squirrels as they bring in the front court here with Bussey as Maple River will clad in that man-to-man defense. Ball goes right-hand side. Covervig looks to attack the 10, left-handed layup for two. Sam Covervig goes right down Main Street here for the opening 2 points on our Bank North scoreboard. Maple River here with Carter Bosch brings in the front court after the Squirrels having a little pressure defense. Koka guarded by Hovelson, dribble pullback. Koka's shot is going to be off the mark short, and the rebound comes down to Eli Boer. Squirrels want to go the other end of the floor here as Covervig is going to be the conductor of this symphony this season for Central Cass. And Covervig goes hard down the paint with the end one. Hovelson with the foul, his first, team's first, and all of a sudden it's a 4-0 run by Sam Covervig here for Central Cass. Covervig did a really nice job, little hesitation move, able to attack the 10 here. Free throw opportunity for Covervig, got it to go. Now 6 of 7 from the free throw line this season is Covervig, and here it continues the full court man pressure defense. And they'll look to trap out of it when they can. Raiders get it across the timeline. Hovelson to Koka. Koka looking on the interior, open right wing three. That shot's going to be off the mark. Backside rebound by Boer here as he had T. Silling on his back. Now it goes to Covervig in the front court. Holzer left wing, free throw line extended. Holzer goes hard down the paint, left-handed scoop and score. Cole Holzer makes it a 7-0 run to start here for Central Cass. Carter Bosch the other end of the floor here with Koka right wing, and now Bosch will set up the offense here for the Raiders. Couple shots by Koka, unable to get in. Bosch is going to go hard down the paint, kick out. This is to Silling. Silling gives it back, a dribble handoff to Bosch. Right elbow jumper on the way. That one rattles out. Ball gets tapped around underneath, and it's a pair of Raiders that come down with it, and that's going to be T. Silling. Koka three-pointer off the mark, no, and the rebound going to be 1-4 here by Carter Vakota. Other end of the floor now to Covervig in the front court. Covervig crossing over, driving kick action. Boer right pocket three off the back tab, and the rebound coming to the Central Cass Squirrels. This one, Holzer bounce pass across the paint. Nice find, and that goes to Carter Vakota. So the ball comes in the hands of Central Cass, and they've taken full advantage so far here tonight on our Bank North scoreboard, and Coach Jason Koka wants a timeout. We'll break with them. 6:04 left to play in the opening quarter. All Squirrels on our Bank North scoreboard.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
9-0 run to start here for Central Cass. 5 by Sam Covervig, 2 by Cole Holzer, and 2 by Carter Vakota so far here for the Central Cass Squirrels. In Region 1 boys basketball, the Squirrels 2 state titles in program history, the last coming back in 1968. For the Maple River Raiders, they have 1 state tournament appearance. That was when Hope was able to get there back in 1987 when you go through the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts. After the timeout by Coach Jay Koka here. Central Cass in the front court, running the offense, coming off a staggered screen. Left-hand side there is Mason Bussey. Bussey skips Boer, left wing, looking on the interior here. Nothing there. Covervig looks to get by Hovelson. Does, gets to the paint, throws one up, and we have a foul in the act of shooting. This one coming on the side, helped by T. Silling, and he will pick up the foul. T will pick up his first and the team's second, and Covervig goes back to the free throw line so far with 5 points on this Tuesday night. Free throw attempt, number 1 rattles out. Second free throw attempt on the way. Region 1 been awfully good here in recent seasons in Class B boys basketball. Kindred runners up last year to 4 wins. Minnewacan, the Vikings won it 2 seasons ago. 2020, well, that was COVID, so no one was able to get there after Richland won back-to-back Region 1 state tournaments. The Raiders in the front court here with Carter Bosch. Bosch, the 5'7" sophomore guard, been playing some varsity level basketball for Coach Koka since his middle school years. Right-hand side now for the Raiders. This one goes to Wyatt, sealing on the interior. The brother connection to T. That's the first 2 points of the year here for the Raiders as they're back within single digits. Now they need to get a handful of stops here against a very high potent offense in Central Cass. Holzer with the headband, looking back door, nothing there. Right-hand side, Boer. Boer gets cut off at the right short corner here. Back to Holzer at the right wing. Holzer looks to drive, does, and able to get by his man, and this is on T. This will be his second personal foul. And it is. T. Silling will pick up his second, team's third here. And for Coach Coca, they'll go to the bench. And first time tonight, we'll see Connor Dahl, a 5'8 junior, will check in. But some size coming off the floor here for the Raiders. He's now playing that 5 spot. Will be Wyatt Silling at 6'2", guarding Holzer at 6'7". Coverage got to get it in before a 5 count does. Fresh 35 seconds on our Bank North scoreboard here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Ball goes left-hand side. Covervig looking on the bounce pass, gives it. Here's a double team to Holzer, back to Covervig. Playing a little two-man game. Covervig rips it through, goes between the legs. Ooh, nice little move across the paint. Shot off the mark. 1 second chance opportunity, no here by Verkota. And Verkota gets the third time to go. Good spin move by Covervig across the paint to allow some distance for him and Verkota. Dahl's pass to Silling on the left pocket here as that's with Wyatt back up top as the Raiders will set up the offense here with Carter Bosch. Bosch, a little hesitation. There's a hand check armbar foul here by Eli Boer, his first and the team's first. Squirrels will make a couple of substitutions. Chase Bachmeyer here, a 6-foot junior, will check in. Also with him, Owen Wiersma. Wiersma, a 6'2 senior guard, 8 points in their win against the Patriots, while Bachmeyer able to get 3 points in that win. Raiders here to Silling, right wing free throw line. Now back to Carter Bosch. The Squirrels will continue to stay in that half-court man pressure defense. Bachmeyer on the guard of Bosch. They hedge on the screen here with Holzer, and Bosch's pass looking on the pick and roll there to Wyatt Silling goes out of play, and that is a turnover here for the Raiders. First game since December the 10th for Central Cass. Well, this is the season opener here for the Raiders. Holzer goes to the baseline, shot is off the mark, rebound underneath, and a turnover here after the rebound by Owen Wiersma. Then we're going to have a foul here on the Central Cass Squirrels on Carter Verkota, his first and the team's second. For the Raiders and the Squirrels, talking with coaches throughout the season here, Region 1, without question, everyone has Central Cass penciled up top, but after that, it can kind of be anyone's game on any given night depending on how the respective team plays. We'll see who the foul's on this one. This will be on Owen Wiersma, his first, team's third. You take a look, and a lot of talent was in this region for the last 2-3 years, where you had the Hurlburt brothers down in Enderlin, where you had the Peraza and also Paul Olson and kindred players like that are gone. So a lot of new faces when you're taking a look at some rosters here. As Hovelson shot is off the mark. Rebound comes to Carter Verkota. He's got 5 already on the night. And Verkota wants to attack the 10. Leaves it to Holzer. Holzer able to have the power dribble over Carter Bosch for 2. Holzer now with 4 points here. Largest lead for the Raiders. And there's a reach and foul on Central Cass as Bosch is able to break a double team. Verkota will get called for the foul, his second and the team's fourth. So Carter Maggio will check in now. Mason Busse returns. Maggio, a 6'4 junior guard here for head coach Matt Norman. 9-0 run to start for Central Cass. They've added to their lead as the Raiders right now with Dahl in the front court looks to get some offense going here. Bosch on the baseline. Teardrop runner, good for 2. The sophomore gets in the scoring column here on the second made field goal with him and T. Silling. Left-hand side for Central Cass. This will be with Busse back to the top of the key as Busse gets it right back to Covervig. Covervig takes a ball screen here. Deep three-pointer on the way, and that one's off the back tab, no. Long rebound out to Caleb Coca of the Maple River Raiders, but a turnover in the backcourt. Bounce pass by Bachmeyer across the paint off the window. That's going to be off the mark, and a foul here. Climbing in the back was Carter Maggio, his first and the team's 5th. Maple River will make a substitution. Is coming to the scores table is Caleb Dowse, the 5'8 junior. And Preston are brothers on the roster this season for Coach Jay Koch, and they're going to keep it to mainly a 7, maybe 8-person rotation early on here in the season. See how it kind of dwindles down for head coach Matt Norman. He'll go 8, and then as the game progresses and the year progresses, we'll maybe look to add a 9th or a 10th, as we'll make a couple of quick substitutions as Boer and alongside Holzer back in the game. With them, you have Bachmeyer, Bussey, and alongside Carter Maggio. Full court press continues here for Matt Norman Squirrels, and we have a 5-second violation in the backcourt. Turnover number 3 on Maple River. Central Cass will look to inbound the basketball here with Mason Bussey. The girls in Thompson tonight, also on YourLiveEvent.com, in a high-quality Region 1, Region 2 girls basketball game. This one comes across the paint, right-handed layup for 2 for Carter Maggio. And the Squirrels with 4 different players in the scoring column here in quarter number 1. Hovelson breaks the press, right-hand side, gives it in the handoff now to Connor Dahl. As Dahl will be at the right wing, takes a ball screen there, playing a 2-man game with Hovelson, looking for him on the roll. Nothing there. Silling wants a left of the key 3. Shot is off the front of the rim, and the rebound comes down to Mason Bussey, his first. Bussey in the front court, pops a pass on the interior, almost stolen away. Power dribble by Maggio. This one goes right through the wickets of Bachmeyer, and that will be out of play and a turnover on Central Cass. Carter Bosch returns with 2 points so far here tonight, coming in for Caleb Dowes with 2:10 left to play in the opening quarter. Central Cass a 9-0 run with 6:04 left to play in the quarter. Since then, both teams have found a way to settle in. Maple River would like to get it down to single digits here before the end of the quarter if they can. Well, for Central Cass, looking to keep the Raiders in single digits. Koka, 3-pointer off the mark, 0 for 3 from beyond the arc so far here tonight. Bussey gets the defensive rebound. Holzer, a little shake and bake dribble, leaves it back up top. Ball screen coming, extra pass now as this one goes to the left baseline here to Carter Maggio. Looking back door for Boer, who spins, right-handed layup, no, and Carter Bosch collects the rebound. Bosch brings in the front court now. Bosch going to attack the paint, little Euro step, and Holzer gets the block. Tell you one thing, Carter Bosch at 5'7", he's going to play inside with the trees, and he's going to get his shot blocked more times than not on a shot like that. But good job by Bosch attacking the tin and trying to put some pressure on the defense. Bosch gets it right back here as the Squirrels will switch on the man defense. High post, that goes right wing now to Wyatt Silling. This one back to the baseline here to Connor Dahl. Gall back up top to Koka. Left wing now to Silling. Silling looks to drive on Holzer. Shot up over the 6'7" forward. Got it to go. Wyatt Silling becomes a third different Raider in the scoring column. And Maple River down by 10 with 60 seconds left to play on our Bank North scoreboard in quarter number 1. Dribble handoff back up top. Ball goes to near sideline here to Eli Boer. Back between the rings to Holzer. Deep 3 on the way. Holzer buries it and book it. Cole Holzer now with 7 to lead the floor here for Central Cass, and there's a body foul on Bachmeyer. Chase will pick up his first and the team's 6. So right now the Raiders, with one more foul against Central Cass, will be living at the free throw line here for the remainder of this first half of play. Connor Big returns alongside Owen Wiersma here for Central Cass. Caleb Dowes will come on the floor here for Caleb Koga for Maple River. Bosch in the front court, right-hand side of the aforementioned. Dowes little 1-4 set. Dowes will have to give it back to Bosch here as Bosch will ask for a ball screen with Hovelson. There comes the screen. Bosch is able to take it, and then we're going to have a jump ball possession. Will stay with Maple River as the shot clock is 10 seconds between that and the game clock here on YourLiveEvent.com. Central Cass back in action at Thompson on Thursday here on Your Live Event. Well, for Maple River, they will take part in the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament in the year 2023 to start that off in Valley City on January the 3rd, also here on Your Live Event. Silling to Bosch. Bosch with 7. Someone's got to get a shot off here, but they want to get a steal in the backcourt. Bosch bounce pass to Silling with 2. Silling gets the shot off. It's going to be short, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. So good defense here by the Squirrels, being very aggressive, making it uncomfortable for the Raiders here in the opening quarter. Ball in the front court now. Can they beat the buzzer? Taking a ball screen is Bussey, left-hand side. Boer, left wing 3, off the mark, no rebound. Wiersma on the interior, shot up on the first, no, second, no. And that's how we'll end this first quarter of play. After one quarter of play on our Bank North scoreboard, it's the Squirrels up by 13.
School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
And you can stay tuned to our post-game show brought to you in part by your friends at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Coming up after this game concludes, player of the game, we'll hear from some of the participants in this one. Final numbers and more, that's all coming up on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show with 2 locations in Moorhead and 2 in Fargo as well. Chase Miller, Jake Watroba with you here on this Tuesday night. Thanks for tuning in to High School Athletics on YourLiveEvent.com. Convervig brings in the front court with 6 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, up and over inside Holzer. Holzer shot from the left block, good for 2. Going up against T. Silling there as T has to play smart with those 2 personal fouls. Holzer now with 9 points, a game high, as the Raiders able to break it in the front court here with Carter Bosch now. Central Cass with 16 fouls, while Maple River has 3. Hovelson from the block. Hovelson looks to pass it, gives it back to Silling here, as he'll hand it on the right baseline for T. Back to Hovelson for 2. Clay Hovelson with his first bucket of the season here, as the Raiders are back within 13. Maple River just looking for consecutive stops and consecutive scores. Well, for Central Cass, they've had good looks, just haven't been able to consistently on the bottom of the net, but they've been hounding the rim so far, just like this with Convervig. And Convervig gets right to the 10. He's got 8 on his third made field goal. Coca, double team comes here. As Coca looks to look for a teammate, does find one here to Dahl. Dahl at the left wing, hand off to Hovelson. Back up top to Coca, who spins. Coca's going to go hard on the inside, right-handed layup for 2. Caleb Coca gets in double digits now for the Raiders as a team, and here's that back and forth here in the opening 90 seconds of this second quarter. Convervig front court guarded there by Hovelson. Left-hand side is Carter Verkota. Verkota takes a ball screen. Little 2-man game with Hovelson. Check that with Holzer, that is, and Hovelson might have picked up the foul. Coming down on the reach. This one will be on Connor Dahl, his first and the team's 4th. Fresh 35 on the shot clock here for Central Cass. As Convervig will inbound it here. Back up top now, as this one's going to go with Eli Boer. Holzer at the right wing. Dribble handoff to Convervig as Convervig probing, looking, handoff to Verkota here. Verkota takes a ball screen, looking backdoor left-hand side. Boer, he'll shoot the 3, and he rattles it in. Eli Boer with his first made triple of the night, and the Squirrels with their largest lead at 16. Coca with the basketball, gives it back up top now. This one goes to Carter Bosch. Bosch will handle it there as he's guarded by Convervig. Senior against the sophomore with the rock. Now it goes to Silly, looking inside for Hovelson. Ball gets deflected and pinballed around out of Bosch. Bosch with 15 seconds on the shot clock here. Hedging on the screen. Nice movement by Bosch, able to get to the 10. Ball's going to be off the mark, and Carter Verkota collects his 6th rebound here of the opening half. Convervig on the near sideline as Hovelson is on the guard. Convervig's going to spin, able to attack the paint. Bounce pass to Verkota, right pocket 3. That one rattles out. Rebound, though, by Boer here, and another opportunity for the Squirrels. Verkota goes right to the 10, and he finishes for 2 now with 6 and a timeout on the floor. 5:19 left to play in the first half. The Squirrels up by 18.
Affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give Dwight a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC. Chase Miller, Jake Watroba with you here in the opening half between the Central Cass Squirrels and the Maple River Raiders here on your live event in Region 1 boys basketball. Coach Jay Coca taking his second time out of the half, while for the Central Cass Squirrels, they'll have all 5 remaining before we get to the half with 5:19 left to play here in the first. After 1 quarter of play, Central Cass 19-6, and they've added to that lead here in the second stanza. After the timeout, Central Cass will have a little token pressure defense here as Bosch will bring it in the front court. Bosch looking to take a ball screen and then able to wall it off as Bachmeyer. Bosch gets back hard defensively off of who, and it'll be off of Maple River. So turnover with Bosch able to hustle back defensively. Now Convervig will handle it underneath the hoop here for Central Cass. Convervig looking for a teammate, finds one to Bussey here, back to Convervig. Convervig probing, crossing over, bounce pass across the paint to Bussey here. Bussey back to Convervig. Left-hand side, thought about a shot there was Maggio, drives instead to Bachmeyer. Hand off Bussey, 13-footer. That one rattles out. Holzer with the tip, and it's going to come down here in the hands of Bussey, and then we're going to have a blocking foul. Holvelson was trying to take it on the inside, but he was in the semicircle here. Foul on Holvelson. That'll be his second and the team's fifth. Right idea by Holvelson. The problem was he was in that semicircle, and there's where the charge occurred. Is now for the Central Cass Squirrels. They will inbound it here with Convervig as Holzer will check out, and coming into the game will be Jacob Thompson, 6'2 guard/forward. Thompson cuts, right-hand side Bussey now at the right wing, back up top to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer will handle the basketball there, takes the ball screen, right wing back to the hands of Thompson. Thompson on the baseline here, driving kick action. Bussey open, Convervig right at the key, he'll rise, he'll shoot, and that one off the iron. Rebound, though, is going to be with Jacob Thompson. Thompson right off the bench now, and the Squirrels lead it by 20. Holvelson in the front court as the Squirrels looking to trap a little bit here on this 2-3 zone defense. Holvelson, left-hand side, Carter Bosch, driving kick action now to Silling. Silling back up top to Holvelson. Holvelson at the free throw line, leaves it now to T. T Silling, 15-footer. That one rattles off the mark, and a rebound is Sam Convervig. Convervig 8 points so far here tonight. We'll see if he takes a screen, crossing over at the ankles. Little pick and pop action there as that's in the hands of Carter Maggio. Maggio attacks the paint, and a shot gets swacked by Wyatt Silling. Silling with the block here for the Raiders, and Maple River wants to run. Bounce pass, oh, what a find inside of Holvelson for the end one, and give the assist to the sophomore, Carter Bosch. That was a hefty of a find there for the sophomore guard. Holvelson with the end one, he's got 4. Foul on the floor will be on Maggio, his second and the team's 7th. That one thread the needle there for Carter Bosch. Holvelson with the and one opportunity, and he got it to go. Clay now with 5 points to lead the floor for the Raiders, back within 17, but open the other end is Boer to try to get it back to 20, and he does. Before you can blink, Eli Boer with his second triple, and it's a 20-point lead here for Central Cass. Holvelson, left-hand side, Silling, left pocket 3, off the tab, no, rebound coming down to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer works with it the other way on the run. Open Boer, right wing at the top now. Uses up that dribble to the baseline. This one goes Bussey. Bussey will spin. Rises from 13 feet off the front iron. And a board coming underneath here to T. Silling. Maple River in the front court now with Carter Bosch. Bosch going to drive and kick with Silling here. Silling takes a ball screen up and over to his brother on the interior. That one's going to rattle out though from T. And the rebound underneath here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Other end of the floor, jumper, that's a 3, and that's good for Jacob Thompson. 5 points off the bench for head coach Matt Norman here. And with 2:40 left to play in the first half, it's the Squirrels up by 23. Bosch in the front court now on our Bank North scoreboard. Silling with the shot fake, gives it to his other brother. Jumper on the way is good. Wyatt Silling with the triple, give the assist to T, and the Raiders are back within 20. It's been 1 step forward, 2 steps back, so to speak, in front of the scoring column here for the Raiders as Maple River now goes to a little zone defense here on the 2-3. Ball back up top around the horn is Thompson. Thompson driving kick, open. Bachmeyer left pocket 3 off the iron. No, rebound underneath, and that shot gets blocked after the offensive board here by Carter Maggio. Wyatt Silling there on the block as we'll have a substitution. Connor Dahl will come in for Maple River while Holzer, Convervig, and Carter Verkota will check back into the game here for Central Cass. Matt Norman gone 9 deep so far here tonight for Jay Koka. He's gone 7 deep at the 2-minute mark here of the second quarter. Combervig gives it to Verkota. Left pocket three on the way. That's long. Rebound underneath to Hovelson here. Combervig's there with them. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession will go to Maple River. Squirrels just been balanced effort here for Matt Norman, and that's what you're going to see. They got guys that can put it in the bucket. And one night it could be a Boer, one night Verkota, Combervig, Holzer. They're going to look for the balanced effort, and whoever has the hot hand on a particular night is Maple River with the steal, and they just bring back a lot of pieces with varsity experience here for Central Cass. Games with Thompson, New Rockford, Cheyenne, Lisbon, and Lemoore Litchfield-Marion to close out the 2022 portion of their season for Central Cass, barring Mother Nature, which has just been a pain over the last week. Holzer spins on the baseline, gets fouled, and we'll see if it's on the help here of Connor Dahl coming across, getting there a little bit late, and it is. Dahl will pick up his second, team 6. 2 shots upcoming here for Holzer. Central Cass so far 2 of 3 from the free throw line here tonight, while for Maple River they are 1 of 1. Holzer free throw attempt number 1 is good, and now in double digits with 10. Weersbelt will check back into the contest for Carter Verkota in a game that started nearly a half hour ago here on YourLiveEvent.com at 7:34. Free throw attempt number 2 for Holzer, got it. Good-looking shot there by the 6'7" junior Holzer with 11-4 in this quarter alone, and the Squirrels up by 22. Bounce pass. This one goes to Silling. Right-hand side back to Carter Bosch. Bosch at the right wing looking on the interior. A probing zone defense by the Squirrels. Little matchup 2-3. Ball gets whipped to Silling. Right-hand side. That's Wyatt. Wyatt, good move. Rises from 11. Got it to go. Wyatt Silling with his third field goal. He's got 7. But where do you go and try to stop the Squirrels offense? Holzer, top of the key. Holzer looks to spin, hang, left-handed scoop shot off the mark, and a rebound gets tapped out to Carter Bosch. Bosch will bring it to the front court now for the Raiders as he does dribble. Pull back, got it to go. Carter Bosch with 4 here for Maple River. Near sideline, Combervig. Combervig driving kick action. Holzer trying to get the answer. 3 off the iron and a board here to Caleb Koka. And Koka will go the other way, shooting a 1-and-1. Reach and foul here. This will be on Mason Bussey, or check that. That will be a foul on Boer. That'll be his second, team's 8th, and it'll be a make one to get one opportunity here for Caleb Koka. A little scoring flurry there late in the last 30 seconds or so for the Raiders to cut that 22-point deficit down to 18 and potentially counting now with Koka at the free throw line. Koka, first one, got it. Second free throw attempt coming up here for the senior. Substitution, a pair of 12s. Caleb Downs for the Raiders. Carter Verkota for the Squirrels. Koka, part of a 3 seniors here with Wyatt Silling and also with Clay Hovelson this season for Maple River. Free throw attempt number 2. That one's off the iron, but a 5-0 run here for the Raiders as Boer collects the rebound, other end of the floor. Central Cass with about a 2-second shot clock to game clock differential. Combervig's going to spin on Bosch, but Bosch is able to get the steal. It's a 2-on-none. Bosch looks to go coast to coast, and he does. Carter Bosch now with 6 points here, and don't look now, it's the Raiders on a 7-0 run, back within 15. Central Cass in the front court. We'll call out the offense here with Mason Bussey. Bussey will handle it, takes a high ball screen from Holzer. Bussey attacks the paint, hang, shoot, got it to go over Koka here for Mason Bussey for his first made field goal, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. After 1 half of play on our Bank North scoreboard, it's the second-ranked Central Cass Squirrels 40, the Maple River Raiders 23. Halftime show coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Kate's Kennels, located in Castleton, North Dakota. We offer boarding for all of your furry companions. Whether you're going on vacation or you have an emergency, we are here for you. We know they are a member of your family, and we will treat them as if they were one of our own. Kennel tours are always welcome. Check us out on Facebook at Kate's Kennels or visit our website at kateskennels.com. Give us a call at 701-347-4176 for all your furry friend boarding needs.
The Maple Valley School District is moving forward with the plan to build a new pre-K classroom, community fitness center, and gymnasium with locker rooms. The classroom will provide more space for a growing pre-K program. The fitness center will provide opportunities to benefit all Maple Valley communities, and the gym will allow more opportunities for all activities of the Maple River Co-op. Plus, the plan is to build with no new taxes. Contact the business manager to see how you can help make this a reality today at 701-749-2570.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
At the half on our Bank North scoreboard, Central Cass leads it over the Maple River Raiders 40-23 here on yourliveevent.com. Take a look at some of the numbers so far here in this one. For the second-ranked Central Cass Squirrels, 7 different players in the scoring column with 4 made threes, 4 of 5 from the foul line, 19 rebounds, and 3 turnovers. Maple River on the other end right now with 5 players in the scoring column. One of, so far on the night, they are 2 of 3 from the foul line with 1 made triple, 6 rebounds, and 6 turnovers for the Raiders. Individual numbers in double digits. The lone player, Cole Holzer, with 11 points. 2 of 2 from the line with the made triple here for Holzer as well. You have 8 points then by Sam Combervig, 2 of 3 from the foul line. 6 apiece here for Carter Vakota with 6 rebounds, and 6 by Eli Boer with a pair of triples. Jacob Thompson off the bench with a 3, and he's got 5 points total, but a triple in that second quarter. Also 2 points, 2 rebounds by Bussey, and Carter Maggio with 2 points and a pair of rebounds as well here for Central Cass. The Squirrels led by Holzer with 11 and Combervig with 8. From the Maple River Raiders, it's Wyatt Silling with 7 points and a made 3 here for the Raiders. 6 points, 2 rebounds by Carter Bosch, 5 points and 1 of 1 from the line for Clay Hovelson, 3 by Caleb Coca, 1 of 2 from the stripe, and then T. Silling with 2 points as well here for the Raiders. At the half on our Bank North scoreboard, it's Central Cass 40, Maple River 23 here from Castleton. We'll take a quick timeout. We come back after this, get you set for the second half and what's coming up this week on yourliveevent.com. That and more still on the way here from Castleton. It's Class B Region 1 Boys Hoops on yourliveevent.com.
This is Bailey Scott, a senior at Fargo Davies High School and the 2022-23 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. Educational athletics, including games like this one, teach a lifetime value such as respect for your opponents, coaches, officials, and classmates. There are few better places than athletic competition to demonstrate respect for others. By your demonstration of respect for those participating and watching today, you underscore that the most important part of high school competition is the people involved and not the game itself. A public service message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
At the half in girls basketball up in Thompson, also on YourLiveEvent.com. Thompson starts the third quarter with a triple over the Central Cass Squirrels. This is Tommy's 29 and the Central Cass Squirrels 24 in Class B girls basketball up in Thompson with Joel Ansello. Also going on tonight at Northern Cass, Tri-State at Northern Cass, and Region 1 boys basketball earlier tonight from the Spartan Dome. EDC girls hoops West Fargo 76-48 over Fargo North. Dan Gunderson has the call of the boys contest as part of our double dip from the Spartan Dome. You have Sargent County boys basketball this evening going up against Enderlin with Nick Furch. We got you covered. A very busy night here on YourLiveEvent.com. Then on Thursday, it'll be the Central Cass boys heading to Thompson for a Region 1, Region 2 date as well at 7 o'clock here on YourLiveEvent.com. A good Region 1 boys game between Sargent County and Oak Grove in downtown Fargo on Thursday night. Then a doubleheader, a twin bill between the boroughs of Hillsborough Central Valley at Northern Cass for girls and boys basketball. Make sure, however, on Thursday, starting to hear some reports of some games starting to move up to earlier in the day with one, the weather, and two, with how cold it's supposed to get. So make sure you check out YourLiveEvent.com for the latest updates across the valley, or more importantly, just go to your local school calendar, wherever that might be, to find out what and when those games will be. But again, YourLiveEvent.com will put a bow on everything before Christmas on Thursday. Have a handful of games for you between the holidays. Then we're right back at it on January the 3rd as part of the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament. That and a whole lot more coming up throughout the year of 2023. At the half again here, Central Cass 11 points by Holzer, 8 points by Copperbig. While for the Maple River Raiders, 7 points by Wyatt Silling. The Raiders 6 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second, while the Squirrels with 19 points in the first 8 minutes and 21 points in the second quarter. We're back after this with the second half on our Bank North scoreboard. It's the Squirrels up by 17.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
For more than 60 years, Dagelman Industries has been known for building high-quality, tough farm machinery. We are currently looking to hire multiple production positions including machinists, welders, assemblers, fabricators, and more. Dagelman Industries offers competitive wages, benefits, and profit sharing. If you're interested in joining this great team, visit Dagelman.com and apply directly on our website, or stop by and visit us in Hillsborough. Dagelman, engineered tough.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
As we get ready here for the third quarter of play, Central Cass will have on the floor Boer. Also with Vercoda on the dribble handoff, Holzer, Kavervig, and with them Mason Bussey here as ball gets to the top of the key with Kavervig. Kavervig right-hand side of the man defense by Hovelson. Vercoda rises right wing triple off the back tab. No, ball gets tapped out, and that's in the hands of Cole Holzer. Holzer with the basketballs and a spin on the inside, left-handed hook shot. No, put back, got it for two. Holzer 13 points now for Central Cass. A little 1-2-2 diamond pressure here against the Raiders as Carter Bosch will leave it to Coca. Right pocket three, and the shot gets blocked by Holzer. Also on the floor, a pair of Sillings, and you have Clay Hovelson, the original starting five for Maple River. Vercoda's going to attack the baseline, and there's a foul coming here, and this is going to be on Hovelson, and if it is, that's going to be his third. Hovelson picks up his third, team's first, as we'll have two shots upcoming here for Carter Vercoda. Vercoda for his free throw attempt here on the evening as the Squirrels trying to get back up by 20 points, and he does. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Vercoda with 7 and trying to make it 8 now on the night here for Central Cass. Some school districts are already on holiday break. Others are wrapping up throughout the rest of the week here, whether it might be tomorrow or Thursday, some with finals as well. As Vercoda goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line, so a good 4-0 start here for Central Cass in this third quarter. Hovelson able to weave his way to the rim right now. Right-handed layup, no, as he ran into a teammate there, and Wyatt Silling rebound underneath here for Central Cass. Other end of the floor is going to be Vercoda. Right-handed reverse scoop for two. And just like in the first quarter, the third quarter is all Squirrels to start on our Bank North scoreboard. A 9-0 run to begin the game, and the Squirrels have never looked back. Right now it's a 6-0 run to start this third quarter. Silling goes down the paint, lost it for a moment. Still free with Hovelson. Now it's with Bosch, and Bosch will set up the offense here for Maple River. Carter Bosch will bring in the front court here, looks for a ball screen, takes one, hedged out by Holzer. Bosch rips it through to Silling, right-hand side Coca, right pocket three on the way. That's going to be off the mark, and a rebound coming down to Eli Boer. Boer might be working on a double-double performance tonight so far with 6 points and 6 rebounds. Back and forth to Vercoda for the layup for two. Vercoda with 6 of the 8 points here in the third quarter for the Squirrels as they lead it by 25. Maple River gets it across the timeline, but Hovelson and Dem Manzali here, and it's a turnover, and we might have a timeout before we do. Timeout here by Coach Jason Coca. We'll break as well here in the third quarter with 5:57 left to play on our Bank North scoreboard. Squirrels up by 25.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter. Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Chase Miller, Jake Wetruba with you here on YourLiveEvent.com. Make sure you patronize all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here tonight in Castleton. All those include Tommy's Express Car Wash, First Class Mortgage, Bank North, and a host of others. Thank you for allowing us to be here. And speaking of First Class Mortgage, whether it's their company name or the way they do business, whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, they provide the lowest interest rates, and they take time to understand your financial situation. Visit firstclasscorp.com. That's firstclasscorp.com for more information. Ball goes to baseline here into the game now. Connor Dahl, left pocket three off the mark. Caleb Coca gets the rebound, his third. Back to Bosch. Bosch rises from 16 feet off the back tab. No good. Rebound is Coca trying to get the steal. Dahl is going to work for it, but it's going to be Eli Boer who comes down with it. Now it's Vercoda the other way. Vercoda to left pocket. Kavervig rises. Three. Got it to go. Sam Kavervig now in double digits with 11. Kavervig's first triple of the game. Carter Bosch in the front court here. A little Euro step down the paint. Lost it. Silling open. Now to Dahl. Dahl's going to attack. Hang, shoot. Shot off the iron. Got it to go for two. Connor Dahl with the first made field goal here of the second half for Maple River. Vercoda at the left wing with the basketball. Ball gets skipped to Kavervig here. A little zone defense by the Raiders. Ball goes to the baseline. Vercoda looks inside for Holzer. Shot off the mark. Holzer second shot, and Silling gets the block. Dahl's going to be tied up underneath, and the possession will favor the Raiders. So Holzer is able to get the rebound. Then his shot got swatted there by T. Sillinus. Kokut will check out of the game for Maple River, while Eli Boer will come out here for Central Cass as Wiersma comes back on the floor. Hovelson, Bosch, Dahl, and the pair of Stillings now here for Maple River. Pass gets intercepted by Kovervik for 2. Turnover here on Maple River will allow Sam Kovervik now to get to 13 points on the night. Silling the other way, trying to finish over Holzer, unable to do so here as Wyatt Silling looked to attack the paint. And now it's going to be an inbounds here for Maple River with T. Silling. The Raiders will inbound it with Carter Bosch, as Bosch will look to inbound the basketball here on the baseline, as he does on the interior to Silling here. Nice move around Holzer for 2. T. Silling now with 4 points as the Raiders are back within 26. Driving kick action. Verkota on the left baseline. Verkota, nice shovel pass on the interior. Holzer gets the end one opportunity. Holzer got blocked on the first time, stayed with it, gets fouled on the second. And the foul coming here on Wyatt Silling, his first and the team's second. Holzer right now with a game-high 15 points and a chance for a good old-fashioned three-point play. Holzer got it to go. 14 points against Mayport CG. That's a season high now for Cole with 16 and counting in this third quarter. Carter Bosch will handle the basketball. Pick and roll action with Hovelson. Right-hand side at Dahl. Dahl whips the pass on the interior to Silling, and Holzer gets up for the block shot. And then out of play here will be Maple River with T. Silling. That might be our play of the game there, brought to you in part by RDK Enterprises. Holzer with a couple of blocks here tonight, providing that length, that rim protector at 6'7" here for Cole Holzer. As we're at the 4-minute mark in the third quarter on a Bank North scoreboard, all Central Cass from opening tap to where we are now here in Castleton. Right-hand side is Bachmeyer on the baseline. Bachmeyer gives it back up top now to Kovervik. Reverse it, left-hand side, Verkota, left wing 3. That one's going to be long, ball underneath. Holzer with the shot fake, reverses, spins, hang, shoot, no. And then this one gets tapped out and in the hands of Owen Wiersma. Wiersma with his 4th rebound, give the little hockey assist there to Holzer. And the Raiders right now with Carter Bosch will bring it in the front court. Hovelson will handle it there into the baseline. High off the window, no. As Holzer able to get another rebound, his 5th of the quarter. Other end of the floor, right-hand side is Kovervik. Kovervik back up top to Bachmeyer here. Back to Sam. Three-pointer on the way for Kovervik. Going to be off the mark and a really good rebound underneath by Hovelson. Maple River will bring it into the front court now with Bachmeyer on the defense for Central Cass. Bounce pass left-hand side to Wyatt Silling. Silling to Dahl here as they look to reverse it as they do to Bosch. Bosch at the right wing. Coming through, nothing there. Ball gets skipped, and Kovervik trying to get the steal as he does. Kovervik will go to coast. Layup, no. Rebound, though, underneath by Bachmeyer's good for 2. Chase Bachmeyer, 2 points, 2 rebounds off the bench here for Matt Norman. Largest lead of the game here for Central Cass, says Bachmeyer will get called for his second, team's first, and a timeout before the foul, Timeout before will break with them. 2:36 left to play in the third quarter. Central Cass up by 33.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
New on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow. Make your deal before year end on this new 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk with Chuck O'Neill. New trades and used equipment include Massey Ferguson draper headers, 35-foot and 40-foot draper headers, 2020 Amity model 3700 topper, one owner machine. Local trade has row finders. Call for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
In the third quarter, all Central Cass right now, 20 points scored compared to the 4 points here by the Maple River Raiders. And it's been Holzer, it's been Kovervik. You add in a little Verkota as well here for Central Cass. This is just the third quarter of the season for Maple River, the 7th here for the Squirrels in their second game. 2-3 zone, extended 2-3, really getting in the pressure lanes here, making it difficult for the Raiders to try to get inside the arc, and a turnover with Carter Bosch going across the paint. So a learning game for the Maple River Raiders and head coach Jay Koka. Knew it going into this contest, going up against a quality opponent, the second-ranked team in state, but a chance to continue to grow here on the year. Verkota, the teardropper, off one side of the iron and the other. Can't get it to go, then steps out of bounds, and this one will go to Maple River. Well, for Central Cass Squirrels and head coach Matt Norman, this is just to continue to add on to what is scheduled to be a very busy end of the 2022 portion of the year. A game at Thompson on Thursday, at New Rockford Cheyenne after Christmas, at Lisbon on the December 29th, then home to Lamorlich O'Marion on the 31st. Raiders with Bosch, left-hand side, Dahl with the basketball, lost it on his way up, and it'll be a turnover here on the Raiders. So the Squirrels will be awfully busy. Well, for Coach Koka and the Raiders, they will have some time in between games. Then they get to a busy portion of their schedule. 3 games in 4 days as part of the Barnes County Basketball Tournament starting on January the 3rd. Home game against the Bulldogs on the 10th and at Mayport CG on January the 12th for the Raiders. Other end of the floor here is Maggio, lost it, turnover as it goes the other way now to Holvelson. Holvelson goes hard to the paint, right-handed layup, and there is a and-one opportunity for Clay. Bucket's good. Bachmeyer picks up the foul, his first, team's first, as Clay Holvelson now will have 7 points and a chance to make it 8. Connor Dahl will check out as Koka will come in. Bachmeyer trying to take the charge there. Heads up play, just unable to get his heel on that restricted circle. And one opportunity for Holvelson is good. Holvelson now with 8 points to lead the floor for the Raiders, as they're getting doubled up right now on our Bank North scoreboard. Bachmeyer left wing will handle the basketball there. Looks for a little shake and bake dribble. Right-hand side now to Boer. Eli back to Bachmeyer here as they rip it through, as Braden Mitchell, the 6-foot junior, getting his first opportunity here at the varsity level tonight. This one goes right through the hands of Boer, and a turnover on Central Cass. The Squirrels in their season opener won over Mayport CG 78-47 back on December the 10th. Maple River with Carter Bosch now in the front court here for the Raiders. Gives it to Koka. Koka at the right wing looking for Silling, and a turnover here on Maple River. They're in double digits here in this category. Other end of the floor, left-hand side for the Squirrels. Taking a couple ball screens there is Eli Boer. Boer to the top of the key, right-hand side in the hands of Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer with the basketball. Boer rises left wing 3. That one's going to be off the mark and a board coming down to Caleb Koka. Turnover as Bachmeyer will handle it across the paint. Nice pass to Carter Maggio. Maggio now with 4. Carter Bosch in the front court here. Leaves it right-hand side, Koka. Koka's going to hang, shoot off the backboard, no, and a rebound to Central Cass and Eli Boer. And Bachmeyer here will call it the offensive set for head coach Matt Norman. Back Bachmeyer left wing with 6, with 5. Bachmeyer with 4. Boer gives it back to Bachmeyer here, gets it to go, and got it before the buzzer. Chase Bachmeyer beats the buzzer. He's got 5, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play with the Squirrels up by 35.
North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
So come back here on our Bank North scoreboard as we get ready for this Fourth quarter of play between the Central Cass Squirrels and the Maple River Raiders here on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller, Jake Watroba with you here on this contest as we get ready for this fourth quarter of play. Central Cass, double digits of Holzer with 16, 13 with Kavervig, and 12 by Verkota there, making the Three Musketeers. The Raiders right now led by the 8 points here of Clay Hovelson and 7 by Wyatt Silling. The aforementioned Silling with the basketball. We got a hand check here on Central Cass. This foul will be on Eli Boer, his third, and the team's second. And again, with a 30-point differential margin here to start the fourth quarter, it is mercy rule or running time here in Class B basketball for boys and girls. Coca back to Silling here around the horn to Bosch, left wing. Bosch with a soft fake, a little double stagger coming across Silling, driving kick to Coca, back up top, open there, shot fake for T. Now to Wyatt, right baseline jumper, going to be long. Hovelson tries to save it before it goes out of bounds, unable to do so here for Maple River. Squirrels 3 of 3 in the third quarter from the line so far. Here tonight, 7 of 8. They have 6 made threes. Maple River 3 of 4 from the line on the other side with just 1 made triple so far here in this contest. Kavervig, right-hand side, back up top to Holzer. Holzer looks to drive and kick, gives it back to Kavervig. Good crossover here at the free throw line to Verkota. Verkota with the basketball back to Holzer at the right pocket. Holzer takes a hard dribble down the paint, left-handed layup for 2. Holzer has scored in every quarter now with a game-high 18 points, and you can see with that length the ability to cover a lot of distance here for Central Cass. Right-hand side to Bosch, flex screen. This one goes to Hovelson for 2. Clay Hovelson in double digits now with 10 here for the Raiders. Other end of the floor for Central Cass. This one will be right-hand side in the hands of Kavervig as trying to post up on the interiors. Holzer, ball gets skipped. Boer, left wing 3 on the way, off the mark, and a board coming down to Coca. Coca lost it. Holzer, shovel pass across the paint for 2 to Mason Bussey. Bussey now with 4 points here in this contest for the Squirrels, who will get to 2-0 on the season, 1-0 in Region 1 play. Well, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-1 in the region and 0-1 on the season. Coca with the basketball, ball gets skipped. Left-hand side to Silling to the baseline. This one in the hands of T. T bounce pass on the interior to Bosch, whips it to Coca. Coca will handle the basketball, looking on the flex cut, nothing there. Shot clock now in single digits. Jumper on the way, off the mark. Rebound underneath. This shot is good. Wyatt Silling now with 9 after the miss by T, and 2 points here for the Raiders. Left-hand side, Verkota. Verkota, Carter Bosch trying to get the steal the other way, and does. Bosch looking to go coast to coast. Nice move here by Carter Bosch with 8. Fourth made field goal of the game. Bosch is going to continue to work and has to with that size again at 5'7", trying to be that Energizer bunny here for the Raiders. Backdoor cut. This one on the baseline. Hang, shoot, shot off the front iron there by Mason Bussey. And Carter Bosch collects a rebound up the other floor here for Silling, who saves it. But then it goes right in the hands of Holzer. Holzer leads it the other end. Gets it on the interior to Kavervig, who throws it in for 2. Sam Kavervig now with 15 points to go with his 21 in the season. Opener against Mayport CG, so 36 on the year here for Kavervig in 2 games. Coming off the flex screen, this one going to be tapped around. Raiders with Coca. Now the baseline, Hovelson, and there's a hand check foul here with Eli Boer. That'll be his 4th and the team's 3rd. As we'll have a hockey line change here for Central Cass. Fresh new 5 bodies with Wiersma on the floor with Jacob Thompson. You'll also have there in Chase Bachmeyer, Jace Narum will be in the game for the first time here in Carter Maggio. Maple River will also bring in Connor Dahl here off the bench, as this one will be left-hand side to Silling. Wyatt looking to drive as he does. Shot is going to be off the mark, no good, and a rebound coming down underneath to Jace Narum. Bachmeyer in the front court here. Gives it to the right of the key. Squirrels going to drive. Left-handed layup, no good by Narum. Rebounding going the other way here for Maple River. Hovelson bounce pass to Coca, who lost it, and then out of play, and last touch off of Central Cass here with Carter Maggio. So substitution again for the Raiders, as this would be Caleb Downs now. We'll check in as Wyatt Silling will come out of the game, and it's going to be Hovelson to inbound the basketball for Maple River. Ball on the baseline here. Dahl to the left baseline. Can't get that shot to go. Gets the collective rebound, and then we're going to have a reach and foul. 2 shots, and the foul will be on Central Cass. It'll be on Owen Wiersma, his second, the team's fourth. So 2 free throw opportunities for Connor Dahl, the 5'8 junior guard, with a bucket back in the third quarter. Free throw attempt is good on the first. 7 points now for the Raiders in the fourth quarter as Braden Mitchell comes back on the floor here for Owen Wiersma. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Maple River. That one's going to be off the mark and a board, and Mitchell. Other end now for Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer at the right wing, a little shake and bake dribble. This one off the mark. Rebound coming down to Dahl. Dahl with numbers here for the Raiders the other way. Dahl in the front court finds Silling to the baseline here. Dowse can't get that one to go on the shot by Caleb. Board now to Bachmeyer. As the Squirrels will set it up here in the front court, right-hand side. Man defense continues. This one a fade away on the way by Thompson off the mark as Coca collects a defensive rebound. The Raiders here with Hovelson. Hovelson, good left to right cross, goes hard down the paint, throws it up and got it to go for 2. Hovelson with a team-high 12 points here for the Raiders. Up by 32 here on our Bank North scoreboard as Bachmeyer top of the key. Takes a ball screen here, left elbow, reverses it right-hand side. Squirrels will handle it back, right wing to Thompson, back to Bachmeyer here. Bachmeyer takes a ball screen on the baseline as this one will be trying to get the up and over pass. Nothing there on the 4-out-1 in offense. Ball gets skipped to the baseline. 3-pointer on the way. That one's off the mark by Jacob Thompson. A rebound is Silling, and now it's Coca. Other end of the floor here goes the Raiders. Caleb Downs in the front court. Back up top to Silling. Silling right wing Coca. He'll shoot the 3. That shot's going to be off the mark and a rebound to Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer will handle it the other way. A little 3-on-1 action. A nice pass across the paint to Carter Maggio for 2. Maggio with 6 points here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Ball in the front court to Caleb Coca. Coca lost it. Turnover here. Is this going to be stolen away by Carter Maggio? And the Central Cass Squirrels will run out the offense. 60 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter as Bachmeyer left-hand side to Thompson. Thompson gives it on the interior to Maggio. Back up top now to Narum. Narum on the right wing to the baseline in the hands of Jacob Thompson here. Thompson looking to go on the interior. Nothing there for the Squirrels. Back to the top of the key to Bachmeyer with 45 seconds left here in regulation. Bachmeyer attacks the paint. Shot gets blocked, and we'll have a foul here with Caleb Coca. Coca will pick up his first and the team's third, as we'll have 2 shots upcoming here for Central Cass and Chase Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer with 8 points in the game. With 5 points in the game, now with 6. Substitutions coming in for the Raiders. Blake Thur, the 5'9 freshman guard, will come in. Also Kelvin Satrom, the 6' junior guard. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way here for Bachmeyer. Can't get that one. Rebound by Maggio. Maggio back up top, and all that the Central Cass Squirrels need to do is hold on to this basketball, and they will get to 2-0 on the season. On our Bank North scoreboard, it will be the Central Cass Squirrels picking up the win here tonight over Maple River, a final of 74-39 here as the Squirrels just look to milk out the remainder of this contest. Maple River will drop to 0-1 on the season while the Squirrels improve to 2-0 here under Matt Norman. Again, your final on our Bank North scoreboard. Central Cass wins it 74-39. Our post-game show is coming up next.
As an American Family agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family agent.
American Family Insurance. Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
As we get to our post-game show here, let's get to some of our particulars. First, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge Energy, tomorrow's happening right now more than ever. The world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowson.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. And our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, it's Cole Holzer with a game-high 18 points, part of 3 squirrels in double digits here. Holzer with 18 points and 5 rebounds alone just in the third quarter. Goes 3 of 3 from the free throw line with the made triple. The 6'7" junior forward Cole Holzer is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And our RDK Enterprises feature precision plays of the game. Well, it's a two-parter. Carter Bosch with an and one in the second quarter to Clay Holvelson. Made the bounce pass about 10 feet away from the three-point line in transition to Holvelson on the baseline to finish with the and one. That's where Maple River on the opposite side, it was the block party by Cole Holzer. Did it a handful of times throughout the game. Holzer either did enough to make it a little bit at different parts that was coming through, and on the opposite side, it was one of those situations here where it was one for Holzer where if he didn't block the shot, he disrupted a shot enough here. That is our RDK Enterprises feature precision players and plays of the game in this one. RDK Enterprises with locations in Hillsboro and Drayton. They thank the area growers for your trust in RDK Enterprises as your planter experts. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. Final numbers, Central Cass would finish with 9 players in the scoring column. They go 8 of 9 from the foul line with 6 made threes. While for Maple River, they had 6 players in the scoring column, 1 triple and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Individual numbers, Central Cass 18 points here with Cole Holzer. You had 15 then by Sam Covervig and 12 by Carter Verkota. Covervig able to go 2 of 3 from the foul line with a triple, and then Carter Verkota went 2 of 2 from the foul line as well. From there, 6 points by Bachmeyer off the bench with a made triple, 6 by Carter Maggio, and 6 by Eli Boer with a pair of threes in the second quarter. 5 points by Jacob Thompson off the bench all in the second quarter, 4 by Mason Bussey, and 2 points with Owen Wiersma as well. Again, the Squirrels led by the 18 here of Holzer, 15 by Sam Covervig. While for the Maple River Raiders, they were led by the 12 points here of Clay Holvelson. Holvelson went 2 of 2 from the foul line with a couple and one opportunities as well. Wyatt Silling with the triple with 9 points. 8 points then by Carter Bosch. Bosch again with 8. 4 points with T. Silling. 3 points on the way with Connor Dahl off the bench, and Caleb Koka with 3 points as well here for the Maple River Raiders. Again, Holvelson with 12, and then 9 points by Wyatt Silling, and Carter Bosch had 8 here for the Raiders. The Raiders now 0-1 on this season. Up next is the Barnes County Boys Basketball Tournament on January the 3rd. We'll have all 4 games for you on the 3rd right here on YourLiveEvent.com. While for the Central Cass Squirrels up next, a game in Thompson against the Tommies on Thursday night here on Your Live Event as well. Then they're back at it at New Rockford Cheyenne on the 27th, at Lisbon on the 29th, and they return to Castleton here on December the 31st against Lemoore Le Chomerian for a New Year's Eve game here for the Central Cass Squirrels as well. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll put a bow on this contest between the Maple River Raiders and alongside the Central Cass Squirrels, and we'll hear from some of the particulars in this one as well. Again, your final tonight in Castleton, it's Central Cass with the 74-39 win. The Raiders now 0-1 in the region, while for the Central Cass Squirrels, they improve to 1-0 on the region and 2-0 so far in the season for the second-ranked Squirrels here in this one. While for the Maple River Raiders, again, they drop to 0-1 on the year. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from Matt Norman from Central Cass and Cole Holzer as well, and then we'll put a bow on this contest between the Raiders and the Squirrels. That is next in Castleton.
Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, part of our RDK Enterprises feature Precision Players of the Game here. That is, again, Cole Holzer. And Cole, congratulations first and foremost on the win. Probably felt like an eternity from December the 10th to right for today's game. What was the last week and a half just battling the elements and not knowing if you're able to get a practice or even get a game in here, Cole, the last week and a half?
Yeah, it was crazy. We had a lot of stuff going on, and the weather, and then we had a lot of open gym schedule because we couldn't get in for practice, canceled school and stuff, online all day. So it was kind of just going in and get some shots up and stay in the rhythm with it.
What did you see from your team from start to finish come out on that 9-0 run to begin the game? Defense led to offense. What did you see from your squad for 4 quarters?
Oh, it was good because last game we came out slow. They got a big lead on us right away, and it was good to change that, let us get out quick and get back on D, take away some of their scores and stuff.
You're able to get the length. We saw that finger roll a couple times, able to get some distance, able to deflect some shots as well. When you can get that going as a player, what does that do from both a defense and offensive side here, Cole?
It's definitely, I'd say it's probably a lot easier. Just getting close to the rim, even if I'm a couple steps away and stuff like that. And on defense, too, easier to play help defense and slide over and stuff like that.
Final thing for you, Cole, how fun is it to have 4 or 5 games here before the end of the season? Hopefully Mother Nature allows you to play those games, but you got another good one coming up on Thursday night. How fun is it from a player's point of view to now hopefully getting a rhythm a little bit here this season?
Yeah, it's fun. I love when we get in the stretch. We play like 2 or 3 times a week. That's fun. Yeah, it's just good to get in those stretches, and we got a big game, top 5 matchup coming up on Thursday, so that'll be fun.
Hey, Cole, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck in Thompson on Thursday.
All right, thank you.
Cole Holzer with us here as we'll allow him to hand the headsets off now to Matt Norman for the Central Cass Squirrels as Matt will slide on in here. And, Matt, congratulations on the win as well. I think Cole kind of hit it on the head. The first game on December the 10th, a 9-0 run for Mayport CG. You able to flip the script. What did you see from the start for your squad here tonight?
Absolutely. They were hungry. They didn't love how they kind of just played the first little bit on their heels against Mayport. Today they decided to kind of maybe lean in a little bit and take charge early, kind of set the tempo.
Cole Holzer with 18 points. He had 15 by Sam and then 12 by Verkota. Those 3 in particular, it just seems at any given night they can go on their own little 5-0, 6-0 run and maybe be a menace on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Absolutely they can. We're super blessed to have each and every one of them. They do a great job playing off of one another, and it creates kind of a mismatch opportunity often where we can try to pull help and the other one can rotate to some open space.
And then another game where you get these reps in, you're able to get some more varsity experience. How big at the end of the day, Matt, is that early on in the season? I know you did it on December the 10th, but how big is that to do that again in game number 2 and get some guys, maybe the bright lights maybe not be as bright if they're called into that situation later on in the year?
It's huge. It just helps us develop some consistency. I was very, very happy with how we played tonight, but I felt like we weren't very efficient in stretches. And the more we can play on a floor against another well-coached team, the better off we are. It's better than playing against one another often.
And then a quick 48-hour turnaround. You got Thompson scheduled for Thursday, Matt, and then, again, some really quality opponents coming up here before the end of the season. 2 games in. What's the report card now after the second game?
Well, we saw another good step in the right direction today. I was very happy with how we came out of the locker room and really just attacked the game in the third quarter. I think we finished with 25 in the third, and a lot of those points were off deflections, off turnovers, creating second possessions, and that's kind of the name of our game right now. But we've got a really, really big challenge ahead of us. Coach George is going to have those kids up in Thompson ready to roll. They're playing great this season, so we're excited to see where we're at, but it's going to be a tough one for sure.
Hey, Matt, thanks so much for your time. Happy holidays, and best of luck on Thursday night.
Hey, you as well. Good to see you.
That again, Matt Norman with us here on our post-game show. We'll put a bow on this one after this.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, again, your final. Central Cass wins it 74-39, 9 points apiece in the fourth quarter. To Matt Norman's point, though, the third quarter was a little bit of a difference maker, 25-7 for the Central Cass Squirrels as they come out and defeat the Maple River Raiders. So Maple River, again, 0-1 on the year, back in action in the Barnes County Tournament here on your live event on January 3rd, 5th, and 6th. While for the Central Cass Squirrels, they improved to 2-0 on the season at Thompson at 7 o'clock on Thursday night right here on your live event as well. Make sure throughout this holiday season and throughout the winter, when you have a time to get to your car wash, go to Tommy's Express Car Wash with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. You can sign in the app or on the Google Play or the App Store for your first month of unlimited washing and make Tommy's Express Car Wash part of your clean routine. Squirrels win it 75-39 over Maple River. On behalf of Jake Watroba, I'm Chase Miller. Have a great rest of your holiday season, and we'll see you on Thursday for more games here on your liveevent.com.